Speaking of sharing, shared decision making, it has become the gold standard really for encouraging a successful relationship between a patient and their healthcare team. What does shared decision mean to you as a provider?
Yeah, I think shared decision is an open dialogue. I think it's an open dialogue with the physician, with um, the patient, sometimes, oftentimes, the patient's caregivers and families and loved ones may be involved in that process where we're talking about, first off, establishing the goals. Well, what are the goals? And I think when we start with the goals, then we can say, okay, well, what are the things that we can do to achieve those goals? And I think sometimes we just dive right into, well, what are we going to do? What's the next step? So I think establishing what the goals of therapy are, the things that matter to any individual patient are, and their family is important. And then from there, working on, okay, well, aligning with those goals, these are the different things that you could do. These are the pros and cons of the different things that you could do, and making an informed decision about the next step.
Mhm. What questions should a patient ask about potential treatment options?
One, what are the different treatment options? Sometimes I think, those that statement doesn't get said enough. What are the standard of care options? What are the clinical trial options? Ask, are there radiation therapy, surgical options? That may be a relevant question for some individuals not. Um, you know, Being very open, like, okay, I'm hesitant about chemo. Let me explore that. Well, where does that hesitancy stem from? What's the fear about chemo? What are there chemotherapy sparing options right now? Or how can we kind of dispel the fear or myth around chemotherapy? So I think these are the, questions that I think a patient can ask. How is the therapy administered? Where do I go? However do I receive it? Different therapies are given and have different modes of administration. I think those are good questions. Who do I call if something happens to me on the weekend or on a holiday? Who do I reach out to? What are the phone numbers? Give me all the phone numbers, get them in my phone, save them in there so you know who to reach out to if you ever need something, ever need assistance.